Love is a beautiful thing. Trust is all we need, eh? Though it is so lucky now, but I'm still waiting. When I do, I'll pay my dues and set to say I do. I'll give it up to you, cause everything I will do. What a girl's like a million. They just want my million in you. I'ma put on my billion love. I'll put my love in one basket. You're all that I have now. There's no one else, so I'll guard you with my life. I got a fragile heart, babe. Fragile heart. Before you walk out that door, before you break my heart, eh? See, I wanna tell you my mind now, baby. I'm from a broken home, so stop think.
Hello viewers at home, it's another exciting edition of Intimate Talk with Tolu. You know what we talk about on this show? We talk about relationship, sex and marriage. We try to answer all those questions on your head that you need answers to. All those problems you are going through that you don't know who to talk to about. All those things that are killing you and you are dying in silence. You feel, who do I talk to about these things? At Intimate Talk with Tolu, you could always talk about all these things. And I bet with you, on this show, there is always a shoulder to lean on. My name is Tolu. I'm a mother, I'm a wife, and I'm happy. I'm here on this show just to make sure you are happy. To make sure you are enjoying your relationship and marriage. To make sure you stop complaining, grumbling, and enduring. Yeah, there will be time of endurance. You are not meant to endure your marriage for the rest of your life. There must be moments of enjoyment, and that is why Tolu is here. Whatever it is that you are going through, all you need to do is to stick to this show. Keep watching Intimate Talk with Tolu. I bet with you, on every episode, there are lessons to be learned. Intimate Talk with Tolu is like a wake-up call. So all you need to do is to sit back, listen, then pick your lessons and look. And you could always say, oh, this could be the area where I need to make amends. From there, we start having better relationships, better marriages, and thereby a better society. Tonight, before I go ahead, I'm going to give you my tips. You know how we do it on every episode of Intimate Talk with Tolu? I give you what I call Tolu's tips for the day. I give you tips that are useful. You know, everything about Intimate Talk with Tolu is all-round beauty, all-round success. Success in your kitchen, success in the bedroom, success on how to take care of your body. That is all Intimate Talk with Tolu it's all about. Today I will be giving you my tips that I've called Tolu's tips for the day. My number one tip says, a glass of water in the morning works wonder. So when you wake up in the morning, before you go out, in fact before you brush your teeth, a glass of water is going to do your system a lot of good. That is my number one tip. Don't forget that. A glass of water in the morning works wonder. Number two, if you go for a job interview, do not pick your phone when interview is on. In fact, switch it off. Those are my tips for tonight. Today, I'm going to be talking about a topic that I've titled, How to Make a Man Happy. An interesting topic for that matter, how to make a man happy. You know, most of us, we complain. I don't understand what is happening to my husband. Your husband is playing around. He's cheating on you. When he gets home, he becomes a lion. When he goes outside, he becomes a dove. If that is a problem you'll be going through, and you catch wondering, why is this man not happy in this home? What is wrong with him? I think tonight's topic will be doing you a lot of good. You need to just pick your pen and paper and put down these points. And I bet you are going to begin to see some changes, beautiful, positive changes in your relationship and in your marriage. Mae West said, and I quote, "It is not the men in your life that matters. It is the life in your men. Stop looking for a perfect husband, because there is no one that is perfect. Even you yourself, you are not perfect. Women need to know and understand this principle that you can make your man whatever you want him to be. You can either make your man a monster or you can make him an angel. Everything depends on you. Whatever you want your man to be, it's all on your table. You can make him to dance to your tune. That is how God made it. Some people will say, oh, Tolu, it's not possible. But that is how God made it. Have you forgotten what happened in the Garden of Eden? Eve was able to make the almighty Adam to hit the forbidden apple. That is the power of a woman. You can make your man, you know, I'm giving you some expos. I know the men might not like this, but I have to say it so that we can start, you know, it's actually for the men good too. It's for your own good. So that we can start having beautiful, happy marriages in our society. So I was saying that as a woman, you can make your husband to dance to your tune. Don't say, Auntie Tolu, I beg for God. It is a fact, not a fallacy. But you need to understand the principles behind all these things. That is what I'm talking about tonight. So you know you can't move a muscle. You need to sit down and listen attentively. Now, before you can make your husband to do what you want him to do, before you can make him to dance to your tune, like I have said, you need to dance to his own beat and win him over to your side. Before your husband can dance to your tune, you need to dance to his beat first. Win him to your side with humility. That is how it works. You won't get what you want from your husband by nagging, by trying to play the man. God has given you some beautiful ability. It is called feminine power. God has deposited some good abilities in you. You don't need to flex your muscle. You don't need to try to be the man. Use your feminine power to win your husband to your side. I'm only telling you that you can make your husband to do what you want him to do, only if you understand the principle behind it. Now, I remember a story, because I know some men will say, no, but no woman can control me. It's a lie. I remember a very common joke, you know, about a man in the church and the men in the church and the women, and the pastor was talking, I think in a marriage seminar like that, and the pastor was saying the responsibility of the home is resting upon the women. That is the women that even control the husband that made them, is the women that control the home. That is there any man that is here that your wife is not controlling you? Then, no, you know, everybody kept quiet, everybody kept calm. Then only one man raised his hand. He said, me. Then the pastor said, are you sure your wife is not controlling you? He said, Pastor, now my wife say make I say so. So you cannot imagine. What am I trying to say? It's a joke, but I'm trying to tell you that if you can invest in your marriage and make your husband happy, make your home a welcoming place, a place where he always wants to be, then you will be the one to enjoy the results. You will be the one to enjoy the fruit of your hard work. Just make your home is heaven. Make your home your husband heaven. Then you can relax and start enjoying the fruits. How do you make your home as a woman your husband heaven? Number one thing you need to do to make your husband happy is to be a happy woman. You can't give what you don't have. Let your joy be uncircumstantial. It will radiate in your home. Joy has an aura. You know, it's communicable. It spreads. When you nag and when you are always sad, you can bet your children and husband can never be happy. You dictate the mood in your home as a woman. You don't need to nag as if the problem of the whole world is on your head. No matter how difficult, your mood in time of difficulty will determine whether your husband will escape through or not. Someone will always be more beautiful than you. Someone will always have a better car. Someone will have a better shoe, a better dress. Don't kill your husband and don't kill his happiness because he cannot afford it, because that is where most of our problem lies. That is why most women nag. You need to be a happy woman. That is the number one point. If you are not happy, your husband will not be happy. Your family will not be happy because you dictate the mood in your family and you cannot give what you don't have. So when you're a nagging woman, you're a sad woman, he will sit outside with his friend and be watching his time, praying like 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, because he just wants to enter the house and go to bed. Because he knows when he gets home, it's not going to be a happy one. It's not going to be palatable. So all what he's doing is trying to while away his time outside, get home and rush to bed. So you need to be happy. Let your happiness not depend on Brazilian hair. Your happiness should not depend on the designer clothes and the cars you ride. Fine, those are beautiful things of life, but you need contentment. Life is in phases and stages. So don't let your mood, your happiness be determined by all these material things. Let your joy flow from the inside. Because if you are not happy, you can never make your husband to be happy. And number 2 point on how to make your husband happy. How to make a man happy. It doesn't really have to be your husband or your fiancé now. So maybe you are in a relationship. How to make your man happy. Depend on him. Let him be your hero. Stop playing the man. Women are delicate but beautiful creation. Let your husband be the strong one. You know, stop trying to do everything by yourself. It will lead you into temptation and men will take advantage of you, especially in this present world when some people are not concerned about your marital status. Lean on your husband for your manly needs. Depend on him. Stop being the man in the house. Stop trying to solve all your problem by yourself. You are a woman. That is why God has placed the man beside you. Because in the process of trying to do this, that is what I'm trying to say, you are going to fall into temptation because there are lots of men there. They will capitalize on it and take advantage of you. The problem that your husband is supposed to solve for you, or your man is supposed to solve for you because you feel I can handle it. I can handle myself. I can do my stuff on my own. Then you start trying to solve your problem and then you get to meet other men outside. They don't care whether you are married or not. So in the bid of trying to solve your problem by yourself and these men trying to help you, then they take advantage of you. So leave everything to your husband. Let him. Men like to be the head. You are not the man. Stop this macho thing. Like, you know, you are not in charge. Let him know that he's in charge. You know, depend on him. The power that God has given to you is more than muscle. So apply it. Be the lady. You know, be the lady, the calm, the beautiful lady, and let him be the macho man. So depend on your man. Is really, really going to appreciate it. He will be happy about it. Number 3, care about your look. Care about your look. It will make your man happy. He will feel contented and satisfied anytime he looks at you. Don't forget about your look now that you have him. You know, maybe because the relationship is long or you have been married for a while, you feel it's not necessary anymore. No, you are going to create problem for your man. Men are moved by what they see. You know, you don't have to actually be a supermodel to keep your man. But remember how you used to take your time to look good before you get married. Or when you first met your husband. If you forget about all those things, you can make your husband a sad man. Because he will not be looking forward to seeing you. You need to take care of how you look. You know, women, most time, what we want to do, what we want to hear is listen to sweet nothing. You know what is called sweet nothing? You know those sweet things, baby, you are beautiful, you are nice, I just love you. Women love all that. We love all those beautiful nothing. We love them. But for the men, what they want to see is how you look. They want to see how you are dressed. So what am I saying? Take care of your look. Don't now feel, I don't marry you, it doesn't matter. You don't born 1, you don't born 2. So because of that, it doesn't matter anymore. No, it's not like that. You really, really need to take your time and make sure you look good for your husband all the time. I'm not saying this is an excuse for cheating. That is for the men. But if your husband is cheating on you, these are part of the things you need to check. How do you look? How were you taking care of yourself before you get married? How are you doing it now? You don't care anymore. It doesn't matter anymore. Now I'm married. I'm in the house. I have him. I have him all to myself. No, it doesn't work that way. Take care of your look, or else your man will never be happy. Because whenever he's looking at you, he's not enjoying what he's seeing. So your look matters. If you want your man to be happy, Take care of it. Number 4, take care of his stomach. Be a good cook. Know what he likes and dislikes. Don't just cook to fill up your husband's tummy or your man's tummy now. Cook good food, or else when he takes something better outside, you will get distracted. If you as a man is not enjoying your wife cook or her food, all you need to do is to tell him with love. You know, there is a saying that says the best way to a man's heart is his tummy. It's still working. Cooking good food makes a man happy. Men love food. It's just the truth. They love food. So if you don't know how to cook, it could be the problem you're having in your marriage. Because your husband is not looking forward to your food. Your man is not looking forward to dine with you. So what am I saying? You need to take care of your man's stomach to make him happy. You know, sometimes some men, they nag. You just discover that this thing I'm saying, even you that you are watching me, you could notice that this thing has happened in your life 1 or 2 times. You will just discover that you are nagging. Everything they said to you as a man now, men nag. Maybe your wife serve you food, or you maybe go out to eat. Then after eating, you will discover that your mood will change. You just start, every little thing, you are just smiling, you are just happy. It's just natural. You know, unconsciously, you don't even know you were nagging because you were hungry. So you can imagine all these little things. Then you kept complaining, my husband is always nagging in the house. He's never happy in this house. You don't even know that he was hungry. So imagine when these are now piling up, then it becomes a big problem. So what am I saying? Take care of your man's stomach to make him happy. It's very, very important. You know, an hungry man is an angry man. That is the truth. Even an hungry woman is an angry woman. You can be angry because you are hungry without realizing it, and that is what I just said. So if you don't want your man to be hungry, take care of his tummy. Number 5, don't be afraid to express your sexuality. Powerful point. You know, I published a magazine that talks about relationship and marriage, sex and marriage. I remember on one of the editions, and we were interviewing one of the celebrities in Nigeria, and I told him, can you describe your kind of lady? He's a ladies' man. Everybody likes him. Most of the ladies like him. If I mention his name, you will know him. And I asked him, can you describe your ideal woman? He said, my ideal woman must be a lady in the streets and a freak in the bedroom. A lot of people say, no, that is the truth. You know, we are hypocrites here. We don't like to hear the truth, but it's a fact. Every man loves a woman that is good in bed. That is the truth. What am I trying to say? Do not be afraid to express your sexuality as a woman. Men love sex. They love sex. It's a fact. Not just sex now, but good sex. Love making in this context, in the context of marriage, because sex is what's waiting for. I am not talking about sex now. For those of you who are in relationship, I am talking of sex in the context of marriage. Now, don't just lie down there like a piece of wood. Be active. Thrill your husband. It might not be all the time, but don't ever get carried away with other things and forget your sex life. It's very, very important. You know, most times some of us, we start thinking about, oh, my children, no, the school fees, so those are the things you were thinking about. And then you forget about your sex life. And then the sex now take the backstage in your marriage. Then what do you expect your husband to do? What do you expect him to do? Men love sex. There's nothing you could do about it. Then because you feel you are so choked up with activities, then you forget about it. And I'm not just talking about sex now. I'm talking about good sex, love making. Be good in bed. Don't always be like the woman that is always waiting for your husband to do everything. Be active, participate, give him some crazy styles. Even when the children are not around, you can do it in the kitchen or your freezers. It doesn't matter. It's your husband. You know, so what am I saying? Auntie Tolu will always talk about this. I need to say it the way it is because it is high time we start talking about these things. So you need not to be afraid to express your sexuality if you want your husband to be happy. Very, very important. God initiated sex to be enjoyed in marriage. Don't be too holy to exploit with your spouse. There is nowhere that is written in the Bible that you must only practice missionary style of love making. If you have seen anything like that, because you know most of us, we are very holy, very holier than thou attitude. And then because of that, you are killing your husband, you are killing your marriage. Because you don't know that even God will be smiling and be laughing at you. Because if you go and read the word of God very well, you will know that God himself initiated sex to be enjoyed in marriage. So by the time you start feeling like you are too holy, so holy that you cannot satisfy your husband, it must be missionary style. You know what is missionary style? Wife under, husband on top. That is all what you know how to do. It shouldn't be like that. You should learn how to satisfy your husband. Be creative as a woman. Don't get carried away and forget your primary assignment in your home. Sex is one of it. And in fact, as a matter of fact, about 85% of relationship problems are sex-related problems. So you should know how to take this serious. So if you notice that your husband is not happy, your husband, and you are wondering, I don't know what is wrong with him, or he's always cheating on me, or check yourself. To make your husband happy, you must not be afraid to express your sexuality. Okay. I think I need to take a short break now. By the time I come back, I will be giving you the remaining 3 points on how to make a man happy. Don't forget, this is Intimate Talk with Tolu, where there's always a shoulder to lean on. I shall be right back.
Lack of proper communication, sexual and financial issues, pretense, and hypocrisy are the major causes of broken relationships and marriages. If you're facing any of these challenges and you feel like walking away, stop. Talk to Tolu today about any challenge you might be facing in your relationship or marriage. Tolu is best known for our hobby of building homes and fixing relationships. A family therapist with over a decade of experience. Counseling is not just a passion, but also a divine call. Book an appointment with her today for one-on-one counseling. You can also contact her for matchmaking. Tolu also accepts invitation to speak at seminars, conferences, and churches. Fix your home. Contact Tolu today.
Welcome back to Intimate Talk with Tolu, where there's always a shoulder to lean on. If you are just joining us, definitely you missed something, but there are still more to learn. We have been talking about the topic I titled How to Make a Man Happy. Okay, I've talked about be a happy woman, depend on him, care about your look, take care of his stomach, don't be afraid to express your sexuality. And my number 6 point, that is what I'm going to directly now, is honesty and trust. You need to trust your man, even when he doesn't deserve it. Most of us doesn't understand this principle. Maybe because you know that maybe your husband has been cheating or he is not trustworthy. Men need to know this, because the next episode I'm going to be talking about how to make a woman happy. So this is not one-sided. So men really need to know this, that trust is earned and not deserved. I think I'm going to be talking about that on the next episode. You don't expect your wife to wake up one day and start trusting you. You need to earn it. You don't deserve to be trusted. It has to be earned. Even when your man now does not deserve to be trusted, trust him. It will really help you. Real men don't cheat. Real men don't cheat. That is a fact. So if you are cheating, you are not a real man. I'm going to give you, keep watching Intimate Talk with Tolu. I'm going to tell you why I said real men don't cheat. Okay, now, this man is a kind of man that you know where he's coming from. You know that he has gone somewhere, maybe probably to cheat on you. And you know when he comes back, the next thing you are supposed to do is to welcome him with nagging. You don't come, Abi. Stupid man. And because you are so sure you know where he's coming from, and you know he deserves all those insults actually, but make up your mind not to do that. You will kill the man. I'm telling you, as in, I'm not saying physical killing, emotionally you will kill him, because he knows where he's coming from. He knows he has hurt you already, and when you are supposed to like cursing him, you know, shouting on his head. You just say, oh, baby, welcome. I'm not saying it's going to be easy. It's not going to be easy, but you need to try it. And it's going to solve a lot of problem in your marriage. You know, instead of you to welcome him with, you idiot, where are you coming from? Oh, just say, oh, baby, even when you are burning inside, you are angry inside, sweetheart, welcome. What would you like to eat? Or your food is on the table. You serve him his food. You know, you took very good care. You were so loving. It works, I'm telling you. It works. So what am I trying to say? Even when your husband doesn't deserve your trust him anyway. Trust him anyway. It will help you, because it will help him. The guilty conscience will start worrying him, and he will try to change. That is what I'm talking about. You know, his conscience will disturb him. Stop suspecting his moves. Stop following him around, because even you're following him around will not stop what he wants to do. She don't stop suspecting his moves. Stop sniffing around him. All those will not help you. It will only complicate your issue. You know, instead of you to be trying to now, you know, to sniff around to get the fact that will break your heart, what you need to do is to concentrate on winning his heart to your side. Win his heart and not his phone. You know, most women, we win our husband's phone because we are always diving the phone. Immediately enter the bedroom, you will dive his phone. Win your husband's heart and not his phone. If you win his heart, the phone will just be a gadget. It won't be a problem again in your marriage. Win your husband to your side first. Every other thing will fall in place. So trust him. Trust him even when he doesn't deserve it. Be honest in your dealing with your husband. Don't deal with your man with two minds. You don't be a double-minded woman. It's unjust in the sight of God. Even when he doesn't deserve it, just because of God. Be straightforward. Because when you are dealing with your husband with a double mind, it's going to divide your home. That is a fact. Number 7, improve yourself. Improve yourself. You should be able to make intelligent contribution when your husband is talking. They are talking about football, you don't know. They are talking about current affairs, you don't know. They are talking about sports, you don't know anything. You are just there. Your husband is growing, is developing, you are depreciating. That is not what is expected of you as a woman. You won't make your husband happy in that way. Your man will not be happy with you. Improve yourself. Read books. Learn new things. You know, don't be dormant. You can go online and read. Further your education. Make him know your worth. Don't stop learning. Because you see, when you get married, you are like this. You are on this level. Then your husband kept improving. Improving. He kept reading, acquiring certificates, joining some members of maybe some intelligent group. And then you are still here. I am not saying it's going to be easy. There are kids to be taken care of. There are other things to do. But in as much in your own level, try and also improve. Because if you don't improve, your husband will be here and then you will be here. Your man will be here, you will be here. Then tell me how you're going to be compatible. So when you want to discuss intelligent discussion, you talk with other ladies outside. Because you feel you are not in that level anymore. So as a woman, you need to develop yourself to make your man happy. That is the only way you can keep him by your side. Improve yourself. Number 8, communicate. That is my final point. You know, there's a particular woman that wrote to me and I said, Auntie Tolu, you know what I want to do? I want to poison my husband. I said, you know, I was like, you know, she wrote to me, I said, I want to poison my husband because he cheated on me and had the child outside. The man had the child outside. Now, people came, the man actually told this other lady, it's a mistake, I'm sorry, I will take care of my child, but I cannot marry you. Then the family came together, the family members, and they begged the woman, they apologized, you know, and they thought everything is over. But this woman couldn't get over this betrayal by her husband. And every day when he wakes up, when she wakes up, all she wants to do, all she kept thinking is how to drop something. Then how to drop poison in her husband's food. Then it became an obsession. Then she wrote to me that, Auntie Tolu, I love my husband, but each day I keep thinking of how to kill him. What do I do? This is one area where communication matters. He has hurt you, he has offended you, but he has said he's sorry. These things, if you don't open up, you don't tell your husband how you are feeling, you are still hurting, the man can help you. He can apologize. He can say, I'm sorry. Communicate. That is my number 8 point. Communicate. We'll be talking about communicate. Express yourself when he wrongs you. If you bottle up too much, you are going to be, in fact, you could become suicidal like that. This other woman, you could be thinking of committing, murder. You know, you will end up hurting yourself, and you will also hurt your man too. So you need to learn how to table your matter with love, with respect, with humility, you know, and tell him when he's straying, when he's hurting you, when he's going astray. Communicate with him. You know, most times subtle words work better than fights. Actually, you can make your man to dance to your tune if you use the power of femininity, not by fights, not by, you know, not by trying to prove that you are the one that is right. Just try to be subtle in your approach. Okay, so if you are just joining us, we have been talking about how to make your man happy. The next episode of Intimate Talk with Tolu, I will be talking about how to make your woman happy. And before I go, I'm going to be answering your question. You know how we do it on every episode of Intimate Talk with Tolu. You can always send your questions to me. Now, you can send your question to 081-845-75377. I take it again, 081-8475377. Or you can send me an email at intimatetalkwithtolu@yahoo.com. Okay, the first question I'm going to be answering tonight says, Auntie Tolu, please help me. My girlfriend is pregnant for me, and a younger sister is also pregnant for me too. I'm confused. What do I do? Your girlfriend is pregnant for you, and a younger sister, macho man, you dey enjoy. Oh my God. In fact, the first thing I would need to tell you is to go, seriously speaking, before I don't know, maybe I should talk about the question, or maybe I should answer your question. How could two sisters be pregnant for you? What were you thinking? Seriously, this is an abomination. Even when you are not in Africa, it's an abomination. Don't say that is African mentality. It's an abomination for two sisters to be pregnant for you. I think what you need to do, I don't even want to delve into that. It's an abomination. It's against the will of God. It's morally, it's wrong. But I don't want to go to that. So what do? I think what you need to do now is to go to God. In fact, go and look for a serious man of God and confess your sin. I'm not saying you should go for confession and talk. Go to a man of God who will counsel you, who will pray for you, so you can start a new life afresh. And then maybe the pastor and the family and your family can now go to the guest family. But if you are expecting Auntie Tolu to tell you to go for abortion, then you are wrong, because abortion is murder. So you have committed the crime, so you should be able to face the music. Let them maybe call your family members so that they could help you to go and talk to the family of the ladies. This one said, good evening, Auntie Tolu. I want to know why a man will say wearing his wedding ring all the time doesn't matter to him. Should a day go by without a spouse having his or her wedding band on? Please, I will be grateful if you could answer my question. Now, the fact that a man and a woman put on his or her wedding band doesn't mean he's not going to cheat. That is a fact, but that is the excuse most people give. Does it mean the fact that he's wearing his wedding ring, he will not cheat on you? Even though wearing your wedding band doesn't mean you will not cheat, it's a sign of the fact that there is somebody somewhere who cares about you, who thinks about you, who has committed his or her life into your hand. That is the essence of the wedding band. You know, it's a symbol of your love. And don't say, actually a lot of people say it doesn't matter. Even when you wear it, the person that will sleep with you will still sleep with you. Fine. But I can bet it with you that your wedding ring will still scare some people away. It might not do it 100%, but some people, when they look at you, pretty lady, well dressed, or fine man, you know, good looking man, the first thing they would look at is they will quickly look at your hand, and there will be this first, you know, restraint, like he's married, she's married. So why would you want to wear your wedding band? Because you are saying it doesn't matter, if I will cheat, I will cheat. Fine, but it's a symbol of your love, and it means that there is somebody somewhere who is engaged, who is married to you, committed his or her life to you. So it's very, very wrong. Wear your wedding band. It is meant for your finger. It is not meant for your drawer. So I hope you get that. I'll be able to take only one more question, and this one say, hello Tolu, is it good for a married woman to have extramarital affair simply because she lacks her husband's attention? No, it's not good. Having an extramarital affair will not solve your problem. In fact, it will compound your problem. Said, cutting off the head is not a cure for headache. You don't cut off your head because you're having an headache. So you don't say, if you cheat because your husband is cheating, it's just because you want to cheat. Or you are because he's not taking care of you, then you cheat. It's just because you wanted to cheat. You know, they said you act the script in your mind when you are drunk. You know, some people will say, it's because I'm drunk, oh, that's why I didn't know. It's the script in your mind that you are acting when you are drunk. So whatever you do is just because you wanted to do it. You are not doing this because of him, you are doing it because of God. So what am I saying? It is nothing, no reason is good enough for cheating.
Lack of proper communication, sexual and financial issues, pretense, and hypocrisy are the major causes of broken relationships and marriages. If you're facing any of these challenges and you feel like walking away, stop. Talk to Tolu today about any challenge you might be facing in your relationship or marriage. Tolu is best known for her hobby of building homes and fixing relationships. A family therapist with over a decade of experience. Counseling is not just a passion, but also a divine call. Book an appointment with her today for one-on-one counseling. You can also contact her for matchmaking. Tolu also accepts invitation to speak at seminars, conferences, and churches. Fix your home. Contact Tolu today.
Alright, that is all I'll be able to take on tonight's episode of Intimate Talk with Tolu. You can bet with me you have gained one or two things in this episode. I'm very glad that you are there, because without you, there will be no Tolu. Thank you so much for being part of my show. And do not forget that you can send me an SMS on my phone line 081 845 75377, or you can send me an email on intimatetalkwithtolu@yahoo.com. You can also visit my ever bubbling, ever lively Facebook page, www.facebook.com/Intimate Talk with Tolu. Don't forget, you can also visit my website, www.intimatetalkwithtolu.com. Thank you for being part of my show tonight. Before I go, let me give you my food for thought. My food for thought for tonight: it is not the men in your life that matters, it is the life in your men. Thank you for joining me tonight. I'm going to see you same time, same station next week. Good night. Bye bye.
Love is a beautiful thing. Trust is all we need, eh? Don't hit a soul locking now, but I'm still waiting. When I do, I'll pay my dues and set to say I do. I'll give it up to you, cause everything I will do. Other girls like a million, they just want my million. And you, I'ma put on my billion love. I'll put my love in one basket. You're all that I have now. someone else. So I'll guard you with my life. I got a fragile heart, babe. Fragile heart. Before you walk out that door, before you break my heart, see, I wanna tell you my mind now, baby. I'm from a broken home, so stop thinking.